Hello guys! Recently I found on Amazon very interesting bundle. This is a ROCCAT Vulcan 2 Mini Air and ROCCAT Kone XP Air, and Amazon suggest to order them together, and the price for both of these devices together is more than 300 bucks, which is insane. And I just my thought was, okay, let's take it and let's test it. Maybe it's something interesting and special today. Let's go over these two devices together. Let's check their parameters. Let's test marketing promises and reality. And you know what? Let's decide, is these two devices together worth 300 bucks or this is too crazy? Let's go. So first of all, let's start from the keyboard. This is a 65% mechanical kind of keyboard with switchable keycaps. You can remove them, right? And you can theoretically exchange for something else. They are just ABS, which is a little bit strange for 300 bucks keyboard, right? And there you see they're super small, minimalistic. Maybe I already using this couple of days. It's maybe a little bit hard to use to first time. What is interesting, you cannot change these switches, optical mechanical switches. They are built into the case and into the PCB. You have what you have. In my case, this is red linear switches. This brand is promising 150 million press life, which of course you will never be able to check. But what is important, it's 45 gram force and 1.4 millimeters of actuation, and they are quiet. And you know what? Let me do a sound test for you, and you can say, is it quiet or not? I don't think that they're quiet at all, and moreover, they're quite a lot of rattling. You can hear this. In general, if we are talking about typing part of this mechanical keyboard, it's not the best feeling as per my standards, but this is obviously gaming mechanical keyboard. The bigger point should be on a gaming side, right? We will come to this later. In general, package is very simple. You have a manual, you have a braided 1.5 meters USB-C, USB-A cable. You can connect this keyboard over Bluetooth or 2.4 gigahertz dongle, right? Everything super standard. I'm using my USB extension to connect this to my PC. On a case itself, you have a switch on, switch off button. You have a place where you can connect USB-C cable. You have a place where you can store the 2.4 wireless dongle. You have two-level adjustment fits, right? And this robot lines or layers. This keyboard will be for sure stable on your table. This is very slim version. I mean, this keyboard is really slim, and you can see through it, which is nice. I mean, from some fun point of view. We have this logo on the top, and that's all from the overall review of this keyboard. Let's back to the keys and switches and all of that. I don't know if you may see, I'm already using this keyboard couple of days, like up to 1 week, and I already see a lot of oil on the keycaps. Let me try to show you. Yeah, I think you can see this, right? I don't know, for keyboard, which is almost 200 bucks, this is not good sign as for me, but it's up to you. Theoretically, you can change these keycaps for anything else, because they're kind of standard. But in this case, of course, you will lose one of the interesting parameters of this product, and this is a second function. On some keycaps, you have a second function. Check this out. And what is the most interesting, that this second function is highlighted with additional RGB. And this is, I can see first time when we have double RGB on the key switches, and obviously this keycaps is shine through. Yeah, you know, pressing some function keys, you can see the second function is highlighted on the keycaps, which is very interesting solution, and I would love to have such options on other keyboards, other mechanical keyboards. But in general, keycaps are not the best. You see it, it's not PBT, and they're really collecting all oils from your fingers. But in general, you know, it's look very interesting because you can see all the switches through the keycaps. And let's talk about RGB, because RGB it's, I think, one of the most interesting and most selling points. Of course, after the optical parameters of the switches and, you know, all this fast response for gaming and all of that, but it's nothing like in a latest Razer's keyboard, like this rapid triggers or like changeable actuation points, nothing like that. You have just nice keyboard for $200, which is for me a little bit overwhelming, obviously. But going back to RGB, before that, let's move to the second part of the bundle, and this is a Kone XP Air. This is an optical mouse with a charging dock. They're calling this rapid charging dock, but why is rapid, I don't know. It's just a charging dock, which is nice. You can connect this mouse to your PC over this dock using this 2.4 dongle, right? You can insert it into this charging station, or you can insert it into your USB, or you can connect this mouse using this cable just directly, right? What is interesting about this dock that we have RGB on it, and we have interesting RGB on the mouse itself. You see it through the case of the mouse, right? On the bottom side we have the switches. We can switch from USB to wireless, off, on, and one more button to connect with 2.4 wireless dongle, right? And going back to the RGB and software, what we have with this product from ROCCAT. This is kind of interesting software. First of all, you have a profile management. You can have up to 5 profiles. And interestingly enough, you have this intelligence lighting system, which connecting all these devices together, and you have one RGB schema across keyboard, mouse, and charging station. Same I found on latest Razer's devices, but you can see that ROCCAT has it as well. From the mouse point of view, I mean, in general, this is very interesting and very pleasant in hand mouse with a lot of additional buttons on the side, and left, right, DPI level change, 4D wheels, you can move it to the left, right, up, down, and click, right? And it's very ergonomic. Like, for me, it's super cool. I mean, this mouse is cost a lot. By itself it's $130, which is, again, for me sounds a little bit too much, but maybe you guys know something about these devices. Please let me know in a comment section down below. But in general, mouse is super pleasant in a hand and very precise. I tried it in a couple of games, and the accuracy is on a high level, no doubts about it. Okay, let's check how it works in a game. I mean, mouse and keyboard all together.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
So it's too loud, you can hear this. So how to change the volume from this keyboard itself? Function, and yeah, you see, we can use hotkeys and double function to change the volume, for example, from a keyboard itself. And in a dark environment, you can clearly see where is this second function on the keycaps. Okay, let's check how the accuracy from the mouse is look like. I'm not the best gamer, obviously, but let's see what I can do. obviously I need some better weapon to play with these guys.
10 seconds left.
And not only me. So in general, I would say it's obviously very pleasant. In general, this mouse and keyboard, and you can clearly see the RGB and all of that. So it's in general kind of really enhancing your gaming setup. From the DPI level point of view, you have 90K DPI optical sensor, and it's Titan optical switches inside, which should be like, you know, last a lot. And you have this additional skates on the bottom side, and in general it's like slides very nice. And size of the mouse, like with my regular size hand, it's just perfect with really easy access to these keys. What I can say in general I can say that like per my opinion, for the last couple of months or year, we have enough different products with all these repeat triggers and actuation points adjustments product, and this one for like altogether $300, it's overpriced because I don't know, I cannot see anything special in it. I cannot change the switches, keycaps is questionable, and you know, you need to feel it, but it's a little bit hard to type because of the structure of these keycaps and in general this keyboard. From other side, this mouse is amazing. Again, is it like worth $130 in comparison, for example, for Razer mices? I'm not sure, really not sure, but mouse is good, really good. And in combination of all this RGB together, it may really, you know, fire up your desktop gaming battle station. It looks amazing, really. This keyboard with this RGB and this mouse and this docking station all together look amazing. If you have such budget and you want to try something new, you can. If you're looking for the other devices, gaming devices, for example from Razer, just check this video on my channel. Thank you for watching, see you next time.